Hey there guys, and welcome back to the channel where we talk about stocks, financial type of stuff, making money, and just a whole lot of different things on these type of subjects. So if this is for you and you know you're into money, you love making money just like me, then this is the channel for you. So I will highly advise for you, those of you who are new to this channel, to just go ahead and hit that subscription button, okay guys? So come join like-minded people just like you and I, alright? Now anyways, if you watched my last video, then you know I went over on what a checking account is. So on this video, we're obviously going to go over on what a savings account is. And they're not the same thing, okay? A checking account and a savings account are two different type of bank accounts, okay guys? So again, if you haven't watched that video, I'm going to leave a link down in the description down below. So be sure to check that video out if you haven't. And if you already did, then I hope you give it a like. So anyway guys, okay, so what exactly is a savings account? Well, it's basically one of the most simple type of accounts that a bank or a credit union has to offer. You simply, go to the bank or wherever, simply try to open one up, you put some money in it, and it just stays there. It's simple as that. It just basically saves your money, which is why it's called a savings account, to save your money. So it just simply stays there in case you ever need it, maybe for an emergency, maybe a vacation, or just, those type of things. It basically just sits there and you don't even touch none of that. And at the same time though, now, just like a checking account, a savings account usually offers some type of interest rate, meaning that just for having your money sitting in the savings account, you're going to get paid back a little money on the side just for holding it there. Now, the great thing about a savings account is that unlike a checking account, it's going to give you a bigger and higher interest rate than a checking account normally would. Because again, it's just sitting there. You don't need this money probably right away. I hope you don't. So the banks are willing to offer you back a little bit more money for simply having it there. Now do keep in mind though, with most banks, these interest rates are not going to be pretty high because the checking account's already low enough. So with a savings account, I mean, you're lucky maybe you get 1%. Usually big banks offer lower than that, up to like 0.033 or something like that. It's very low. But at the same time, it's one of the safest ways to save your money also. So again, it's really safe, but you do get a little, money back for it. But at the same time, it gives you, peace of mind to just have your money sitting there, knowing that it's not going to go to waste. And unlike just having it under the mattress or something like that, you don't got to worry about spending it just every single day. Because I know if some of you have it under your mattress or a shoebox or wherever, you're bound to spend it eventually. And it's just going to dig through all your savings. So keeping it in a savings account might be a better option for those of you who are looking to actually, open one up or something. Plus, like I mentioned again, with interest rates, paying you back, it allows you to just grow your money a little bit more while saving it. So do consider some of these things also. And really, you want to keep it in a savings account simply because, if you just keep it at the house, guys, you risk, losing it or something, like if a hurricane happens or something and you just get, your house gets crushed or something, your money's probably going to get destroyed with it. What if a fire starts in your house, which hopefully doesn't happen to anybody? I really don't. But again, you got to take these type of precautions. What if it starts flooding in your house or something, You can't predict none of these type of things, guys. Mother Nature doesn't, wait for nobody. It'll just go through anybody. So you don't want to have thousands of dollars just laying around and then getting wiped out in just like minutes or something. At least with the savings account in the bank, it's FDIC insured. Meaning that even if the bank fails or something like that, your money is guaranteed to be safe. So you get your money back and you don't have to worry about a thing. So again, you do want to consider these type of things with the savings account at the same time. And if you ever actually need some of the money from your savings account, it's really easy liquidity. Meaning you can just go withdraw money whenever you need to. You go to your bank, tell them you want to withdraw, a certain amount of dollars, and boom, they'll just give it to you. Plus, with mobile apps nowadays, it's easy to do it just from your phone if you ever need to transfer some from your savings into your checking account. Therefore, you have that money available to you in just minutes, So if you ever need to go to the store and you're short on cash, transfer it, boom. That way, you don't have to, physically get the money out, go put it in your checking, and you're just wasting too much time doing this, honestly. Now, do keep in mind though, while you are able to withdraw certain money, when it comes to the transfers, you are limited to how many transfers you can make. I think it's like 6 times a month if I'm correct. So unlike a checking account where you have unlimited use, a savings account is a little bit more stricter. But again, this is just to hold your money and just keep it there. So you shouldn't even be touching this in the first place, honestly, guys, unless it's for an emergency of some sort again. Now, as far as growing your money, meaning for those of you who actually want to grow your money with the savings account, you got to realize most banks are barely going to match either to beat inflation, and not even beat inflation, honestly. I'll be honest with you. I haven't seen one bank that actually beats inflation, you know, dollar for dollar. But I mean, there are some that are really close to it. But the ones that do are going to be mainly online banks. So you might want to check into some of those if you do consider a savings account. Because again, while your money is growing some interest, you also got to think about inflation. But regardless of what type of savings account you go with, I mean, some money is better than no money. At least some of your money is still growing compared to just, again, having it at the house sitting there. Now, as far as finding some of the best, you know, savings account APRs, which is basically, again, the interest, well, just simply, you know, look at different banks, see which one offers the highest interest rates. But you also want to consider, you know, how much of a deposit you might need. Some banks, you don't need $1 at all to start up an account. Some of them you'll need at least $2,000. I've seen some for like $10,000. But again, you know, those with the highest deposits also have the highest interest rates. So again, you might want to consider some of these type of things when looking for one. And also, I mean, if you're the type of person who has to go to the actual bank, you also might want to consider, you know, some banks that again have physical locations that are nearby. Because just like I mentioned in the checking account video, you don't want to pick a bank that's going to be, you know, across town where you have to go like half of an hour long just to get some money out. So take into consideration what type of bank you want to choose, you know, picking a savings account with. Now, when you actually go to choose your savings account, some of the things you might want to consider, again, see how much you're going to need for a minimum deposit. I mean, this could range from maybe nothing, $50, $100. So again, compare some of these banks, see what you're going to need. And if you have the proper money and everything, then go with whichever one suits your needs. Remember, you simply don't want to choose a savings account based off an interest rate, because if it doesn't suit, I don't know, 2 or 3 other needs that you need, then that's not going to be probably the best approach for you to go with that one. And really, to simply just apply for one, you can either do it online or, you know, just go into person. But if you do choose one of the ones online, then obviously you're going to have to do these online, you know. So just make sure you have the proper documentations and everything, and you should be set to go, okay, guys? So once it's set up, deposit your money, start saving. And hopefully, you guys really start building up that emergency fund, maybe that investing fund you've been wanting to save up for, or just anything like that, okay, guys? Make sure you start saving, because most people nowadays don't even have at least, I think, $500 in their savings account. I mean, that's honestly sad, guys. So hopefully you start saving, and I wish you the best on this, okay? So anyways, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a like. As always, leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. Maybe what type of bank you have, or which ones you might consider, or if maybe you don't even have a savings account and maybe considering one. So again, be sure to, you know, just leave me a comment down below. But as always, guys, that's gonna wrap it up. If you haven't already subscribed, again, just hit that little, you know, subscription button. It's free to do, guys. It doesn't cost $1 to just subscribe. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Later.